It almost lined up perfectly again. There's only 5 seconds left. We keep having it where I pick 2 songs, I guess, and it just friggin' matches up. So now we get like a 3rd track while we chit chat. Oh, I gotta figure a way to turn that down a little bit, but yeah. Parker, dude, look at that timing. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk, duct tape. Welcome. Hope everybody is doing great. Camera is on. It looks awesome. Sound profile is lit. Everything should be good. I have no struggles currently, guys, but I'm not. I basically show up to stream and like I did nothing for it. I used to do so much before streams, but now I just kind of like hit go live and then we launch a game and we have an awesome time. But like I used to do a lot more like interacting on Twitter. I used to spend a little bit more time checking out Discord and stuff, but now I'm like noticing messages that are 6 hours old and I'm like, whoa, that was hype. So like it's kind of cool. Like I feel like my engagement has dropped, but at the same time I've not lost any buddies on it. Like everybody still seems to be pretty cool because everybody's awesome, right? Everybody's good people. Welcome, Koopa. But like I've been enjoying just playing games. My son loves Genshin Impact currently. So, you know, and we're having like, you know, some pretty chillin' times. He's 3.5, so he's entering the phase where he's really pushing off on stuff. So our days we can go from awesome to not awesome so fast. So like my days they're turbulent, but not unforgivably so. Like I'm able to do stuff, no problem, but it feels like that the day just zips right by and boom, I'm streaming again. So it used to be that I had my whole day awesomely planned out, you know. How you doing tonight, Koopa? Look at that damn hype up in the chat, you peeps. Also, and I know I don't normally show off things unless I have the points for it, but can we see what's in here? We can't really see that too well. There we go. There, you can kind of see. But this right here is tough to tell, but that looks like an everyday carpenter ant that's in here. We're gonna have a talk about bugs already. My cam doesn't zoom very well, but this, it looks exactly like a carpenter ant, like in every way. Ladies and gents, that's a spider. So I'm sitting in my bathroom. And I had just finished washing out a dump truck that had sat in my parents' backyard for a while. I picked it up from their place and it was filthy. It had like dead leaves, it had dead bugs, it had everything inside this thing. So I hosed it out with a toothbrush and hot water with soap and let it dry. So I'm in there and I shook it off and I handed it to my kid, and then I went to actually use said bathroom for facilities, and while I'm there, this black ant is walking across my floor. So I take a little cup that has a tiny, tiny hole in it. All kids' toys have tiny holes in them, but I put this cup over top of it, and I'm like, I'll get him in a sec. But honestly, I don't normally just instantly squish a black ant. We don't get black ants here. We get the red ones, and they're irritating, but we never get black ones, so I'm just like, this is weird. This is just not right. But I'm in the bathroom, so I literally cup the thing and I take it. He pops out the little tiny hole and he starts to walk around it. So I'm just like, well, that's weird. Ants can't normally walk on shiny plastic, but I'm not that concerned. And so I figure I'm going to put him in a catch cup, similar to what you see here. And I'm going to try to like and in the process of picking it up, it slips off, drops a spider line and dangles like this. And then proceeds to continue to drop further. And I just went, what am I even... So I had no such container in the bathroom. I had like 8 containers. Every one of them has like little ridges or a little spout or is massive, like the size of a dinner plate. So I'm transferring them to about 8 different containers while he's walking around. And so spiders have 2 body segments and ants have 3. So literally his face is almost peanut shaped so that it kind of gives that same appearance. And then his very front legs go along his head and then stick out the sides, and he literally does this with them. So I fed it a bug from my screen door. We get leafhopper little tiny, like it's the size of this spider. And I captured one and I threw it in there. And it's like watching an ant explore a crumb of food, right? And he's just sitting there and he's doing this with his antennas and he's just kind of going like this. And then all of a sudden he stops, backs up, and then I see him lunge at it. And I'm like, that's not an ant. Ants can't do that. So, like, it's absolutely incredible, but he's spun a little home in the corner. Crap, I can't get that. I gotta get good shots of it. But because he doesn't actually have a hide, there's an actual little web cocoon in the corner. That's absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna give it like a little square of cardboard so that it can feel safe. And I literally have apartment bugs. I literally have like small apartment bugs. You get them in the winter. They're pretty much the only reason they survive here in Canada, I'm sure. But little grain pests and just nonsense. You see like one a week. You get them when you have carpet too. So I'm gonna feed my little spider buddy throughout winter, and it's just absolutely hilarious. I thought Spider Ant was just named May. Oh, we've officially named my spider. But it literally walks around, and it even like anchors its body sort of like an ant, and the whole, like, everything about it is just about the weirdest thing. So I'm gonna like, yeah, keep him warm. I'm gonna try and just like, you know, keep it secure for the winter, for the lulls. I've literally never seen one. And then when I look up ant mimic spider, it looks nothing like any of the ones I see. All the ones I see have grotesque heads that are massive, with gigantic fang jaw things going on in the front of this spider beast. But most of them are red or yellow. It's really weird. So I've not seen one that looks just like a regular little black ant. Ant agonizer. Oh, bring in the puns. Dude, yes. So it makes me wonder how many times I've seen a lone ant out there and thought that I'm seeing a black ant, but it's not. I'm just curious because, like, we're talking, even when it encountered prey, it still went about its business like an ant. It still approached it and touched it with antenna and the whole bit, and then backed up to be like, okay, I can go beast mode now. Like, right into it tackles. So like, I'm looking at it even now and it looks like I've just captured a friggin' ant, and it's too friggin' amazing. It's just super. Just take Aunt May to a university bug scientist to get them to identify it. Well, I've got my my USB microscope. I haven't figured out a good, it's fast. It's not fast like wolf spider, oh my god, it's gonna get out, but it moves like an ant. Try putting an ant under a microscope, right? There'd be no good way for me to take like quick pics of it, really. So I'm gonna try to see if there's something I can do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna like take best shots I can with my phone and see if I can zoom in. But anyway, it's hilarious, and I've like all my life never noticed anything like it, and so that's just weird. That's the weird thing that happened to me today. And get them to identify the sex, that way you know it's Aunt May or Aunt Colben. Oh, do we have to kill him so we get... No, anyway, we won't go there. That's the dark side of Spider-Man. Oh, I started launching the game, so hold on. It might get loud for a brief sec. I kind of forgot that intros do that. Hand on the escape key. Pretzel Rocks is still rocking. Right? Puns in full effect. Yeah, I once told 10 different puns to each of my 10 friends that were close to me. To try to see if I could get a laugh, but unfortunately, sadly, no pun in 10 did. Also, there's the AMD logo. NVIDIA is the way it's meant to be played. The upgrade to that joke is that the 11th friend laughed, but they're a kleptomaniac and always taking things literally. They didn't count. Lucio! Come on. The game has been loading for like 40 seconds. OBS, what are you even doing? Bring out Overwatch out of nowhere. I love that that's my backsplash, though. That's just perfect. Also, thank you for enjoying my puns. I worked with a boss that had like a mad affinity for puns, and it was great. Applied for a job at the local morgue. It's fun if you can use like a accent or something that you don't own. Oh, and we were getting dual tunes for a sec there. DJ 2-track on the deck. DJ 2-track, here we go. Guys, we're gonna continue on with the what the factor that this game brings. And we're gonna see. Would you like to allow friends to join your game party? Your in-game party? I will say no, because I have friends who will just literally jump in, and I'm not up for that right now. Not just yet. There was a buff dude working there, which makes sense considering how many deadlifts he does. Hey! Koopa, that's lit. What do you call it when a British person takes a really good look at something? Propaganda? I'm gonna take a propaganda at that. Allow me to take a propaganda. Oh, now that's perfect. I saw a tweet the other day that said, do British people still do the accent when no one's around? I almost fell out of my chair. I know that, like, the answer, depending upon the Brit, is gonna be different. Like, no. Just straight up. Or we don't acknowledge that with outsiders. The white balance in this game is extreme, which it kind of should be. It's super friggin' bright out here.
I ain't never seen bears like this before.
So like, oh, I have to stay away from radios. So I checked out Reddit to see if it was possible, if there's a way to get unlicensed music, and turns out they're super proud of how well they've curated the kind of tracks I'm not allowed to play on my stream. Other people have noted that even if they turn off music entirely, it'll still play, and to the point that the YouTube bots will notice. So there's a chance that I'll have to be super clever when I go to cut this up for highlights. You know what I mean? So we're going really far away, I think. And getting distracted in the way, is that what's happening? I'm trying to remember exactly what we're doing. We've got a lot of things between here and there and all that jazz. Being unemployed has made your pun game stronger, which has made Icicle more annoyed. Scream really loud over the music. I shot the first radio that we found that I knew I could get rid of. Become the next PewDiePie. Just absolute. I'll just rage over top of. I'll suddenly get like it's co-op PvP as soon as there's a radio anywhere around. But it scares the bejesus out of the locals, so I'm wondering if we can just... Oh, if we can just punch. Now shoot, hold on a second. I changed my key bindings. Give me a moment. Let me change those back. Oh, hi. Music. There we go. So if we just maybe punch the radio, then we can probably take care of that. That should be okay. Oh, hi there. There we go. Okay, so we're doing John's region, right? We're heading to his stuff first. And then, okay, that's me. Wow, this map. Holy crap, this map is just great. You should put fair use bot over that clip when you edit it for the channel. There's a section of BioShock where as you run through, it's a tavern, but as you run through, it's like a BioShock old school looking tavern, so the scenery is gorgeous. And I talk for pretty much the whole time anyway, and we're not in there for very long. So I sped it up 500% and just put a note saying, I'm not licensed to play this music, but the scene is awesome. So we just literally watch me run through and I shoot people as we do it. Any other time I wasn't worried about it, but it's the only time I got a strike on BioShock, and it's when I walk in and walk out, but on the walk out I didn't really do much, so, you know, I got a strike on Twitch for that. So I just made sure that I was super fast through that. So, and we can slightly turn, like this map, they went all out, and I am stoked for Far Cry 6. I know that we've only played one night of this game, but like, look at this nonsense. This is crazy. I'm gonna steal a tractor, everybody. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas style, right? But we're going all the way out here to Falls End. Like, that's super friggin' far. So we need to head out. I have no idea if this is a song I'm allowed to play, by the way. Anyway, just talking about it. Yeah, it's nuts, but it's really cool you're on top of it so much. Well, I want to... It sucks. So I think in the future, companies are going to be a little bit better, but... And those diamond things are missions, by the way. Yeah, the, like that guy. That's where I'm on my way to. Like, that was the big, you know, like here, there's the big one there, too. I could have headed to the jail. So, like, that's the super main quest, but I'm literally just going to be traveling this road for, what, the next 4 nights? Oh, yeah, so, because I just came out of Far Cry 4, that was essentially the same way. Karma missions, would sort of come up that way, and there'd be specific ones, but then there'd be, like, ones that you just sort of find. The ones with the US flags are missions as well. That's pretty sweet. It sort of looks like they mark a boat ton of stuff on the map. I'm also playing Genshin Impact, which does the exact same style of mapping. So I sort of like the icons that spell out what you're after. I didn't notice, though, that they're putting quad, tractor, car, all that sort of stuff. That's really cool. Oh, and even the silos, the things you can burn down.
It's Ray Ray at the pumpkin farm. Boomer's going crazy.
Oh, so we have to go across the way to
It's Ray Ray at the
over to Ray Ray. Okay. Well, let's, can we flag that?
It's
Can
Ray
we?
Ray at the pumpkin farm. Boomer's going crazy. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Let's go see if we can, like, I mean, they're really close, right?
I need an exterminator.
And, like, I can't tell if I should be doing those kinds of missions or not. I'm not really 100% sure. Can I maybe just punch your radio? I kind of love the mid-yeet. By the way, you're in a shop. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'll have a combo number 4 and however much the heck that radio was that I just booted off your table. Your radio station sucks. Kind of want to play Genshin, but I can get sucked into spending too much sometimes. I am excellent, and this is probably developers are just leaving my stream right now as they hear this, but I'm excellent at living within the free. I will play the absolute nonsense of your game, but I will not spend money on it if I can. You know, so, but I also sort of think that I'm a good stat. How much can people enjoy your game without spending money on it? And can I still suck a ton of time out of it? So I haven't given Genshin money just yet, partly because I've opened up a couple of, like, their loot boxes and didn't necessarily get a bunch of stuff, so it's harder to be all like, yeah, boy. Shops are available to buy customized weapons, refill ammo, sell loot, cool. Yeah, weapons unlocked as you build resistance. No Longinus to just give me cool stuff. Oh, that didn't even do it. Okay, well, bullets were fine. Bullets just worked. We're gonna run really, really far away from that thing, though. And hopefully it's okay. So Ray Ray, what's going on? And in other Far Cries, I had to worry about envoys coming through. Is that the same here? Like, we did have that one throughway that was just non-stop. So I'm 100% curious. This bloke doesn't look like he's having the best day. I will take your bliss oil. You look like you did not have a good time. You pick pumpkins? Nice. Oh. Beautiful. I love how they have the one side. The grow side, right? Boy. I drop a couple of frames. The game sort of seems almost a titch choppy to me. I'm curious if I need to drop things down from... Hold on. Let's actually give that a whack. I wouldn't mind if... This song is great. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit easier to deal with. Let's make it super low. Low 5 for stream. It's still gonna be gorgeous. Oh, I won't do that. Let's just reset that goodness right there. Unreal 4 it might be, but yeah, like when you think about it, I'd be willing to bet each and every one of those rivets is an asset. All the way down. Come to think of it, I don't believe it comes up with Unreal at the start. Can somebody give that a Google for a sec? I'm very curious. Get you theirs. I don't know how much I need to stealth everywhere now. But I mean... Okay, well. How many of them do we figure we have? Okay, doing all right. I'm in and out with WoW, so I need to pay more attention. How mortifying. My mom was an English major and a published author. I will say, I love how well-spoken our group is. But I also love that we're not too hardcore against those that may or may not be. Like, we got some ESL in the group. We've got some people that are possibly young enough that they're still in their learning of all of that. I don't know. I don't ask because I'm not allowed to do that. Wow, those animals did not do very well. Whoa. Puppy. Can we turn this thing off? How do we turn this thing? Oh, wait. Is there somebody shooting at me now? Over this way? Oh, I see a lot of triangles above me. That kind of made it look like dudes were coming. How do I shut this thing off? Can I just blow it up? Wow, and there's just like dead people out front. Some of them holding hands. This place did not fare very well. Jeebus. I don't judge people based on their grammar, I judge them on their taste in waifus.
You just have to say yes.
This dog's a champion. Ooh. Send it to our stronghold across the street and have it shipped north. We'll let my brother decide how strong it really is. Wow. Is he peeing? Sort of sounded like I could hear peeing. How? You're my... How do I let you out? Climb? I can read this all day. How do I let you out? You're chained up. There we go. Cool. Yeah. They even give a sad moment for the dog. Aww. You can pet the dog. You can pet the dog. Dum 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 dum. Sweet. Specialists are good for socialists. Or fangs for hire. We'll check it and double deck it. Look at that. They are more powerful and have their abilities available all the time. Well, that's pretty cool. They are more powerful. This is just Fallout New Vegas all over again. Is he going to take stuff down for me? Does he have a robot brain in there? Because, like, I have a robot dog with a real brain. So I'm just very curious. I almost shot my dog.
Hey kid, losing Ray Ray. That one hits hard. This fucking Seed family.
Where'd they go?
To hear you rescued old Boomer. Let me tell you, that dog, he'll sniff out trouble and watch your back better.
Oh, yes. You will not touch my dog. We're gonna go all John Wick on these people. Make sure my dog is okay. Whoa. That sounds like somebody is in trouble. Can we shut this thing off? I'm just 100% curious. John Wick plays Far Cry 5. You really can't. You can just empty a clip into it. Can we maybe like... I think we stopped the music. Did we? Well, anyway. I think. Copyright music, better please. That's a paddling. Oh, yeah. More notes. Oh, geez. Notes from mom. That's not gonna be creepy or nothing. Yeah, they're still talking. How do I? So what's our plan here? We did okay at Ray Ray's? I mean, Ray Ray didn't do okay, but we did okay at Ray Ray's? Let's go see if we can burn a silo down. I think I still have pockets of dynamite. Can dog take down the silo? I'm reading into the more powerful than me. I'm just curious. Oh, you should be able to pick this up and place it at the foot of this thing. Danger, explosive. How explosive? Can I shimmy to the top? Can we ride it like a rocket? Well, okay, dog, you stay way the frick back. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We can take that off the list. There we go. Was it with you guys I expressed my depression about GTA 5? Shaky on that? I feel like you might have, but you know, regale me. Feel free. Side mission. Well, like, holy crap. Like, this looks like a boat ton of side mission. Like, in Far Cry 3, you're pretty compelled to help out your buddies, right? Like, your little brother is still out there. Your girlfriend and your brother, your older brother's girlfriend, you know, like, there's something like 6 or 7 people you're trying to rescue. Plus, you meet people that are nice. So, like, that game, it constantly builds on. In Far Cry 4, you've got an urn. You're just literally carrying this urn of your ashes to kind of go out and do the thing. And then you find out that you've been duped, to find out that, like, all the things, and, like, yeah, it's just like it's a crazy game. And this one, why don't I just go home? I get it, but, like, I'm gonna take up the resistance. It kind of makes sense. But I rolled in here with a U.S. Marshal, did I not? Like, I know that's... But didn't we, like... And I guess there's nobody's coming for us, right? That's what they said. But still... I gotta be at least somewhere near an highway. So I'm just... It's interesting that I don't have the same level of investment I should have from the other Far Cry games. And I'm checking it out. I'm curious to see. Like, suddenly I'm gonna find out that they've got my family. That kind of thing. Kind of bummed that the entirety of this generation was just GTA 5 with online updates. Oh, that we pretty much, like, we had all of these Grand Theft Autos, and then all of a sudden we had the immortal Grand Theft Auto that only ever just gets updates. It never actually changes. Like, that we haven't had a real Grand Theft Auto in a long ass time. Alright, let's maybe head back and we'll go check out that side mish. Puppy? Oh, hi. I'm being attacked by a... Okay, the eagles are fat and really, really ugly in this game. The eagles are really, really fat and ugly in this game. Hunt animals and loot their skin and bait. Nice. The bait thing's back, peeps. The bait thing's back. The game is a little too generic in that regard. Yeah, I can picture it. I can picture it. Wow, what a good doggo. Look at him go right up over the fence even though you don't have to. Well, I guess maybe you do if you go this way, right? He just fucking loves fences. That's sort of a maze. Are they starting shit? Oh, I have the ammo to end them, don't I? We're already making
About
enemy.
joining the resistance. I got some big pests to take care of.
Nice
I
radio,
need
by
an
the way.
exterminator.
All right,
Got
let's
a
talk to
job
this
for
guy.
you.
Yeah, you do.
All this ripe fruit is attracting bears.
Bears?
Under normal circumstances, we try and catch them and release them somewhere safer. But these bears got into some of that bliss crap the cult had stored out back. It's
Oh,
making them
lovely.
act all crazy. It's too dangerous to catch them. We gotta put them down.
Bare necessities. There wasn't much drug use in Far Cry 3. They did the red pill thing that you can like visit memories after you rescue some of your peeps. But Far Cry 4 was heavily drug induced, and so that was. It's interesting to see that they had to bring that back for sure here. That's kind of awesome. Bliss. Super into it, but I know 3 or 4 of my friends who played it and didn't feel compelled to finish it. I got like halfway through the main story and I didn't end up finishing it. I got to the point that one of your 3 dudes is by himself and the other 2 can't even hang out in town, and I kind of almost, I think I was just doing other things at the time, but it didn't compel me to continue. Oh, we missed a flag up this way. We didn't talk to Merle. Shoot, guys, what are we doing? We left Merle. I don't think we're shooting for 100% achievement, but give me just a sec. There's some sort of a kerfuffle going on. Oh, my bad, Koopa. I thought we were talking GTA for a sec there. Yeah, a little too generic in that regard, this as well. Yeah, I think the GTA 5 story wasn't too bad. I just got into a certain point where I only saw certain parts of the game, and I wanted to drive around a lot, and I got to a point that I only had one person to do that with. It wasn't too bad, but I got playing other stuff, I think. Probably a WoW expansion came out. All is well, my bunny got stuck. He's old, so he gets a little bit needing help. I jumped in, so. I like GTA 5, but the story drags too much ass at one point. I can believe that. We're going to backtrack a little bit because we're mobile and we can do stuff like that. We also need to do... Oh, I guess we need to do this guy's quest first. Let's do this guy's quest first. It's cool. Once you mark as a waypoint, you can kind of... Well, I guess we're tracking that, so that's good enough. Okay. Gives you the path to it. That's kind of lit. Reach the orchard. Where is it on my map anyway? This way? Okay. Yeah, I'm frequently worried about stories that drag on for too long. Bears look ridiculous in this game. Like, he looks like a short hair pig monster.
You should help the resistance.
Where did that come from? Jesus Christ!
Here, let me help you up. That's what you do in a bear attack.
They marked my dog, and I never saw her again.
Whoa.
What kind of monsters take a little dog?
Well,
Well,
I got this dog. That's how I got my dog. Dude, I just found out Anthony Hopkins is alive. What? This one's been a skinnied. Oh, am I all covered in bliss? Is that what's going on?
Nice dog there.
Oh, diggity. Stay away from the canisters? Is that what we're doing? Hold on. I wanted to see. I thought my dude was swaying. You thought he was dead? This is fantastic news. No, just like the father of Thor died, not Anthony Hopkins. Bear's killed. Uh-oh. Dog is growling at stuff. How many? Hold on. How many? Okay, Molotovs? I don't know about that. That's a paddling. Smoke grenade, bait. And then dynamite. Wow. Oh, regular grenade. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, and then there's those dudes. Two bears? Two bears? Hey, I know bears. Hold on. Oh, that's not a bear. How do I hold control? I need to heal at some point, don't I? I hold control? Do I hold control? Oh, I'm just healing. My dude's just badass. I can just heal. I need Molotovs. Boom, the horde are crushed beneath your paladin's mighty boot. Yes, cat jam indeed. That is phenomenal, dude. I do miss aspects of WoW, and I'm really enjoying the amount of... Ooh. The amount of content I'm getting through Twitter about Shadowlands and other stuff. Black bear skin. 2 perk points awarded? I apparently can't avoid this. Don't kill my dog. Whoa. I might not get to use my dynamite. Where the hell is he going? Is he hitting the town? Oh my god, my bear's gonna hit the town. Okay, that was a little too much. Flaming bear. Flaming bear. Flaming bear. Guys, am I an American? Did I just use an entire forest fire to kill a bear? I'm kidding. Okay, puppy, dog, yo. Out of the damn fire, you. Can I put out my dog's fire? Oh, he knows stop, drop, and roll. Are you good? Oh yeah, just lick that fire out. That's fine. That's not bad. Charbroil. Run fire? Okay. This is a lot more fire than Far Cry 4 ever gave. This was 2 Molotovs. 2 Molotovs! We're losing a whole orchard, people. Wow. The Fire Cry montage is gonna start fast. Like treetops on fire. This is smoldering black. The drugs are okay. We're fine. That's great. Wow. I killed your bear. Do you put fire out here? Can I hire them to put out the fire? Okay. So, you can't be looted. That's fine. Should we just leave? We've done enough damage here. I'm now gonna steal your ride. A Mexican? A Mexican. Oh, that's a tough one to say. So that quest auto turns in if I'm not mistaken. And then wasn't there a blowy uppy on the road? No? Like one of these, but on the road? Let's go head to Merle then. We'll go see what Merle's doing. We'll go burn down something of Merle's. I don't know how to leave. And they're still running around. No time like the present. Well, I don't know how to drive one of these. Jeez, lady. I just got here. Are these common in Montana? Dog over the fence. What is my default D&D class? Is this where we remark about how I've never played D&D? Whoa. More bears. What's a better vehicle? That was a better vehicle. Shit, that's just careening into there, isn't it? I thought you had my apologies. No, I'm considering a cleric, though. I'm considering a cleric. You've had sex, of course you haven't played D&D. I played offshoot D&D. It sort of counts. Oh, I'm now just gonna careen into the darkness. This is amazing. Can we just back right up? Can we get a do-over on this? Can't these things just do anything? No? Oh, I'm gonna roll it and break my wrist, aren't I? There we go. Woo! Wait. Wait. That's not friendly. Ever just smack a tree with an ATV? What did they fill his fucking belly with? That's all kinds of terrible. This is not a friendly place. This is not a friendly place. Oh, holy crap, and I better not block their gate. Yeah. Played one time, group laughed at you, no one wanted to help you learn, so I left. Don't even remember my class. Dude, that super sucks. I tried to get a couple of my buddies into pen and paper role-playing, not D&D, but a different game. And a bunch of them couldn't really get into it, and a bunch of them just maybe because of time constraints didn't have the dedication to it. But I only had one of my friends that like kind of openly mocked the group for playing pen and paper role playing. Sometimes it can go the other way, Parker. One of my own buddies was just like, he literally halfway through was like, I can't do this, and he just left. I was just like, that's actually way better. But yeah, I'm not turned off the game though. Just never had the time because of how much I was in the animation lab for college. Well, that's fair too. Getting a lot of like other things taken care of, and that was a bunch of my buddies. I think they really wanted in, but it wasn't the right time. Oh, holy crap. These guys are just there. Whoa. No, it's okay. There's just an ATV here. There is not a dog and a dude with a gun. Holy crap. They take stealth super serious in this. You love DMing? Dude, that's awesome. What's your default class then? You play bards, don't you? I love the fire. Oh, I gotta... My gun jam? Okay. Let's get you out. Let's get you out. And let's get you out. And then let's get some loot and some... Do I have you? Yeah, okay, 50 cal. Perfect. Get some ammo for the big gun. Where is that now coming from? Is it this one right here? Okay, it's not that one. Is it the van? It's fun to play Spot the Radio. See if you can kick it. Is it this guy? Turn radio off. Wow, that's not too bad.
I ain't going out that easy.
Cool beans, buddy. Molotovs? Keep considering playing Bard with your group and playing your banjo for incantations. Yes. That's awesome. You'd love to play a class that's as close to my paladin as WoW as possible. From everything that I've read on paladins, it's not quite the same, but it's similar.
Prep all you want. You're still a slave to the system.
Paladins just have, like, their slight divinity, but I wanted to play a healing class and was told don't play a paladin. So the WoW, like, you'd probably be much more of the tanky style or even the DPS paladin, but I think your amount of healing and, like, stuff like that is low. What are you doing, buddy? My dog is right there, man. You will chill, or I will remove the gas tank from that thing. Oi!
You saved our sorry ass, didn't you?
That's debatable. You guys gonna be nice?
Thanks for saving the day here, kid. Name's
Oh,
Merle.
holy crap, this is Merle.
Merle Briggs. These sons of bitches are making me regret the day I eased up on their conniving little schemes.
Nice.
I fucking knew this would happen. Doesn't make a difference now. Alls I know is we got people to protect. I know how to get back at the cult, but if we're gonna do it right, we need the Death Wish.
The Death Wish.
That's my truck.
Oh, it's his truck.
Problem is, it's sitting in a garage that's been overrun by those fucks. You
The
head over
swearing
to
is
US
huge in
Auto and
this.
get it. I'll make sure the folks here are safe.
All right, Merle.
I'll meet you there, and we'll go on a rampage against those asswipes.
All right, Merle. US Auto. BUT. Let's track the nonsense out of that. What? Buddy, it's 2 kilometers away. Is that further than my other... It's almost as far as Falls End. Are you kidding me? That is nuts. That is so not cool. love to see that video. I would too. I want to see a banjo for incantations. That sounds fantastic. Barbarians are cool. Oh, nice, nice. Y'all want to play some on Down to Run? Nice. Play Ret Paladin. Wow, so closest Holy Crusaders you can get. I'm down. That is beautiful. Roll20 actually looks really cool. I'm trying to remember which ones I've looked at. There's 3 major ones. Oh, making tea for Sleepy? I didn't make any tea tonight. I had 3 rounds of coffee today. I normally only have 2 and a chai. I might go make a cold chai. That just takes pouring stuff into a cup. I don't gotta do anything special to it. Okay, well, like, Jeebas. Merle, I would love to go get your stuff, but that's epic far, man. Can I keep that in my wish list of stuff that I'm doing? Like, do I have a quest log? That's just cray, man. Boomer returns faster after being injured. Go Boomer. He returns faster after being injured, so he has to get injured and then he can return faster? We'll have to see how that works. We haven't had to use my grapple yet, nor my parachute. But handgun ammo and melee weapons kind of works okay. I gather since your melee weapons break, right? Like, I paddled that one guy down and he did not. He was not getting back up. Acquire. So we'll take a look at a couple of the other things. We normally stockpile the nonsense out of all of the points. Ooh, 6 locations revealed. Oh, so if I want, I can, like, honestly, we could go on a proper crusade. We could just remove people from their places. Like, head down to the Bridge of Tears, the Cider Works, the, like, yeah, all of these. Wow, we could play Far Cry 5 until, like, late 2021, I'm sure of it. That's kind of hilarious. I want this silo, though. I think I like the propaganda part of... so that's that way. This is this way. The propaganda part of Far Cry 4 was really cool. What do you growl at? Oh. That's awesome. Tap to give order, hold to follow. That's kind of neat. One of the best aspects of this game is the distractions help fuel your progress. I really like that. I really do. I think that's kind of neat. It felt like that's what they were reaching for in Far Cry 4, but had no concept of in Far Cry 3. Like, you're literally just fueled by revenge in Far Cry 3. I love the, like, fire off a distraction. Who are you? You've got a thing over your head like you don't want to be punched by me.
There's some guy out by the lookout tower asking people if they got what it takes to be a real American hero. I sure as shit don't. Maybe you do.
That's the gossip she tells me, is to go find Willis. That's cool. Just in case, are you a badass?
You must be Deputy Hudson's junior partner.
You can customize boats and seaplanes here. Can we take this? Can I just get in a sea... Holy crap, guys, I can just get in a seaplane. Speaking of organic... Accelerate. Where's my dog now? Wow. What am I even doing right now? I legit don't even know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm pitching up? Guys, don't let me fly things. What is going on? Why are we letting me fly things? I have no idea how I'm gonna land this. This is amazing. Can I fly it right into the silo? And then decelerate. That's phenomenal. And then I just get out. I hope not to get hit by the propeller. And, well, Jeebas, that was my first airplane ride in this game. I will take that. Also, my dog, really far. Is he seriously trying to get to me? It's not enough? I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, you are. Do I have these guys? Anybody else here? He yells out, I'm gonna check it out, but it's just him. That's okay. Ah, was that like an Uzi? Oh, holy crap. Fire. I kind of forgot that fire's gonna keep going. For a while, keep going. Alright, we'll let that go. Oh, that's, wow. The statue from far away. That is beautiful. Okay. Guys. That's okay. General shop, boat shop. I'm starting to learn the map a little bit more. But like, literally you can just take planes. I loved the helicopter, so if seaplane is the way to go. Seaplane's the way to go. Garage? Oh, can I like do car stuff here? Oh, we should check it out. We're gonna travel in this direction anyway, we might as well fast travel. Fast traveling's not something I did much in the previous. I really liked actually traveling the islands, but this is big. I don't mind maybe traveling up a hill, maybe kind of doing some of this stuff, and then coming back. So yeah, is there... How do I do car stuff here? Yeah, well, probably... Well, maybe not in the house, because the house was ransacked? Maybe. And that still plays every once in a while? That's craziness. Bliss oil. Yeah, we just picked that stuff up. Wonder if streaming some D&D sessions would be a good idea. It sort of depends. I have a handful of people who stream their D&D sessions, but they feel a lot less inclusive from a viewer standpoint. If you know a great deal about D&D, I've heard it's excellent background. So there's a couple of people I know that they've got an alright community that like to just have it on as... It's almost like it's its own version of ASMR. But the handful of times that I've been in D&D streams with anybody that I already follow and stuff like that, there's not a lot of engagement. So you'd want to really, really hard pay attention to chat and all that sort of stuff, because it just sort of... Wait, is it in there? Oh, it is in there. It's a very distracting game, right? Like you're thinking a lot about stuff. So it all depends on what you're up for. Buy and customize land vehicles. Like I can have this thing. Are you kidding? Oh, I got $3,000 redos. Yeah, let's refill some ammo. That's kind of okay. Got some new tea and some height, dude. Hype is okay. Throwables? Oh, this doesn't include when I say that I want to refill things. It doesn't include that. That's okay, though. We'll get some healthcare in a box. I love that. Check it out. I got healthcare. It's right here. It's just in a yellow box. I'm gonna carry 3 of those. Oh, and then yes, sell my loot. We'll do a quick sell. Sold. Buy silver bars. Whoa. No, thank you. But like, seriously? How much for a truck with guns on the top of it, yeah? Oh, and I already own this? Are you... what? Yeah, let's spawn this. What do I have? And why do I have it? I don't think I have this expansion. The Blood Dragon Far Cry 3 X Pack. This is okay. So I now know what stealth looks like in Far Cry 5. They will never see me coming. And my dog is peeing on it. This is just the best game ever. This is the best game ever. Wow. What are you even growling at? Anyway, is this how you get to Tron? Is this how you get to Tron? I want one of those great big bridges to open up and I have to drive through it. What? So, okay, that's really good. Cult supply vehicle. Oh, so those are like the courier things from 4. These are gonna be like if I exit and come back, he's moved. Yeah, there we go. Guys, we gotta go see some Willis Huntley. I don't think we have any additional... yeah. Done and done. Oh, and then this is where I'll get the rest of the stuff. Okay, cool, cool. You go at 88 miles per hour. Back to the Future jumps straight into the Tron Legacy. Your life will then be narrated in Daft Punk sounds, and it's incredible. And it all runs on the... hold on. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon engine. Also, you're about to get attacked by a turkey. I just saved you. Don't die to a turkey. Don't die to a turkey, damn it. Did I seriously kill the person and not the turkey? Probably. The eagles in this game are terrible.
Can't thank you enough for this.
I can't believe that she almost died by lying down.
Someone's been stealing supplies from Eden's Gate out by that awful bridge. Can't find the thief, but I reckon
that got weird.
Hiding right under their nose.
Well, cool. There we go. Let's go get some prepper stash. Guys, holy newbie. Welcome. Welcome. And Walrus, where were you? I think the trailer was tired and you needed to lay down for a nap. Oh, yes, dude. So Walrus sent me a picture and it was literally a dump truck on its side. It was incredible. It was incredible. You just got off work? Welcome back to the not work place. Get your lounge on. Man, that was awkward sounding. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. Take a load off and stutch. Is he just lying down or is he dead? He's a good doggo, that's what he is. There. If anybody needed good doggos for a moment, there we go. Oh, and it's in Parker's Discord under media. That's beauty. with the growling when there's nothing here? You are driving me nuts. What is going on? Unless, did we find stuff? Because last time we found a turkey attacking someone. Can he summon things? Anyway, we're gonna go back to the future. Oh, hey, hold on. We're just gonna be ruthless in this game, okay? Good guy? Bad guy? Good guy? Good guy? Good guy? Good guy. Did you take care of the dog? I feel like you didn't. I feel like that's the dog. Where that chevron is. Did you scare away the dog? Oh, Walmart's closing for Thanksgiving. Lit. So this is the car we spawned. If you weren't here 5 minutes ago when I went, what is going on? We release brakes? You can just do that from the outside? So, seriously. So this is, the 6 years you worked for them, you've never actually closed for Thanksgiving. I worked for a video store that was proud to be open every minute of every day of every year. That was their thing. Idiot families complaining about no Black Friday. Damn! Yeah, this is the brightest car, noob. This is the brightest car. Check this thing out. I don't think my dog can get in it because it's just too bright. We are gonna go head to Willis and maybe take out Cult Pursuits on the way. Oh, no. We need to go Prepper Stash first. Can we? You really want me to go all over the county to get there? You know that's just a hill though, right? This is just a hill? Amateurs. Look at the ride I'm in. We'll be fine. Okay, puppy, you gotta move though. You gotta move. I'm gonna do something crazy and I can't have you in my way. Nothing. Most of these fences can just be destroyed, right? No big deal. This thing's also a piece of shit to drive. I'll just point that out right now. Okay, maybe that's an uphill and you don't get to go over pumpkins. It's not a very great ride. It's a good ride. But it's not a great ride. Can we not go up that? Up this. We can't go up this. Wow. That was kind of amazing. I'd say that vehicle's loud, but I feel like the fact that it can be heard from that tune says that already. What, this car? Now, puppy, out of my way. I'm driving the 80s. There we go. Now we're getting places. Jeebas. It's not a Far Cry game if you can't drive something like this clean across the world. Where am I? There it goes. Full stop. Trex? Are you kidding me? Welcome, Trexel. How's it going? How is it going? Thank you so much for converting your Prime Gaming sub into a Tier 1 sub. It tells me that now. Twitch, what are you even people doing? Trex! Handsome man alert in DDO. What is going on? It's so aggressively 80s that it just argued trickle-down economics. Makes sense. And Hulk Hogan can do no wrong. Boom! Why did they all go off at once? All of the Kappa gens just went off at once and I think it broke stream. I have no frames. Trex! 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 Hold on. We're gonna switch over here. And now we're gonna get double alerts, guys. RIP to your headphones. I'm so sorry about that. Pretzel? Are you kidding me? With throwing down the five to tier what's up? You really just need that top spot, don't you? Oh. Also, did anybody else know that it's much louder when you're in the just chatting side than when I'm in the gaming side? I'm gonna have to add that to the whiteboard. Guys! First Indeed, look at that little gift that you've got. Where is it? Can I point at it? Is it coming up right there? Yeah, RIP to every last love in one of my frames. Trex, dude, holy. And Parker with these guys. Welcome! Holy! Trex is a top, just ask Alpha. Oh, what? Is Ruse really going to admit to that? I don't know about that. Trex! Trex with your 7! You just come in here and you're like, nah, that's not a nice number. That is not a nice number. Look at that salt. We're hanging out in the Montana outback, leaning against a tree right now in the world's most 80s car. I'm just going to suggest that you came at a brilliant time, that this is what we get to be driving. You have been dethroned. I've never played Blood Dragon, but I have driven the car. We're doing fantastic. You had it for like, what, 3 months? Dude, yeah. Yeah, so JJ owned that for like 7 months. Because he showed up one day and like just dropped a boat ton. And so he got to reign top for kind of a bit there. I think actually, Koopa, you kicked him right off the top there. That car looks like your weekend driver. There you go. Like, seriously, Trex, do you have the, like, the ohm on the hood? And, like, I love the interior. I love the interior of this thing. I did not even notice the sunroof, but I love the dash. The very 80s dash. That is just absolutely amazing. Homie, I am what they call broke. Dude, I feel that. I 100% feel that. I'm stay-at-home dad, so I haven't brought home a technical paycheck in a very while. So we're doing great. No need to worry. But yeah, I used to. My wife and I were a couple of dinks for years. That's double income, no kids. You get used to being just a dink. You literally like just have stuff because you're like, I think I want to have that. And then when you have a kid, you're like, I think my kid wants to have that. So it's sort of, I'm with you right there. Kids are the ultimate hole in your wallet. But at the same time, you're kind of like, he's awesome. What did we even get to? We arrived here? I can take a saw? Is that what I'm looking at? And a branch. I can't take this thing? There's a cougar? And is it a person or a kitty? Holy crap. Look at that hype. I'm just going to come right back to that. Trex, dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to be driving your weekend driver. I had no idea. So you are the luckiest dude I know in the world. Forza. We really should just be Forzing this. Boom, boom. Didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Alright, 128 meters, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not in the news or anything, don't worry. Oh, jeebas. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, that's a tree. 33 meters, though. We're much closer. And my dog keeps up. As Parker astutely pointed out, we're trying not to go 88 miles per hour. However, you can get wrecked. Get wrecked by my dog. In this game, they don't really go after you right away. They actually kind of don't, and it's neat. They sort of look at you for a sec. Oh, I'm throwing it way further than them. There we go. Did I rescue a civilian? I felt like that I probably did very bad things to, you know, for example, my car.
Brothers and sisters, someone out there is not playing by the...
No, it's alright.
Someone is taking...
Ooh.
Forgot my nightly bits. Here's a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Sometimes it don't be like that, and sometimes it do.
Parker, your abuse of my TTS is absolutely phenomenal, and I love it. That is amazing. And sorry, I missed a handful of things because I was driving like an idiot through the outback here. I keep calling it the outback. It just looks like Canada to me. It's fantastic. But yeah, almost heard that poor deer. Indeed, newbie. Previous Far Cry's, the Jeep was my favorite weapon. So that's the thing. Parker, thank you so much for the bits. Dude, you are amazing. I absolutely love it. You never span numbers, letters, or nonsense, just poems. That's great. I actually know a streamer who, within the first 10 minutes of going live in the morning, he's got a positive quote of the day from somebody for the same sort of a thing. And it's just great. Sometimes it's super long, but it's always like an uplifting thing, and it's just a nice British voice telling you cute stuff. So like, yeah, I do know another streamer who allows pennies and allows you to do whatever you want. So you can just spam the letter F all day and he'll let you do it. It's like, oh, it makes it so hard to hang out there. It's definitely a challenge.
Stealing.
Can
Right
I
belongs to the Father.
repair torch needed?
And a coward. But God sees them, and God will guide us to them. They will be found, and they will be punished.
Yeah, he don't like me.
This is the will of the Father.
The will of the Father. Yeah, he's super mad I took a bunch of his stuff. What do you think? Can we get those guys to come down here and they can find the business end of that thing? Is that a thing? I can't quite see if they're more than one dude. Mission nearby. Find the stash. So I feel like I need to use that grapple to go down. Or I might be able to... Hold on. Is that it? Can I have that? No. Or zip line. To the scaffolding. There we go. Try that out for a little bit. Yo, what is up? Oh. Oh, okay. Do they want me to jump? That's not cool. I don't know how to use my parachute. Wow, instead of radio towers going up, we go radio towers going down. That's kind of okay. Now, how do I build stuff? In previous games, you had to build things, wallets and stuff, you know? You want cake? Dude. Like a McCain Deep and Delicious kind of a cake? Like we're talking like real cake? So like a full-size McCain Deep and Delicious cake would be like $4 or $5. But a half size is $1.89. This was like a few years back, and I kind of loved it. Put away like 2 of those for the same price as a full. Yeah, dude, don't go after pumas while I'm on like ladders and stuff, yo. Oh. Dear game devs, stop making dogs come after us so we don't have to kill them. Signed, dear players. Real cake or like Drexel? Okay. Comment of the night. I love it. People are sharing those actual cake memes again. Oh, whoa! Trex is forbidden cake, but serious. I would absolutely love to see it where he's like, all right, guys, here's the deal. And then Claire just cuts right down and then just like serves cake. And what? Oh, I thought he was chasing my dog. I seriously thought he was chasing my dog. I was like, why is a deer going after my dog? You are just stressful, you know that? That dude, on the other hand, probably couldn't possibly be stressful. I have always been Cake. Surprise. It's my final magic. It's not even your final form, or it is? Are you... What's up? Okay, so we did the scaffolding. Where's my loot? There's supposed to be a like box of goodies somewhere around here. It's not that one. I did not find said prepper stash. I think, yeah, mission nearby, find the stash. This place is really pretty. There's a boat, something I can blow up. But not a stash. And it was just down the hill. I wonder if Buddy knows, and I'm supposed to talk to him. Oh. Rattlesnake? Yeah, okay. Poke it with a stick. Just one of them, or do we have groups of them? Alright, good stuff. Gun dude.
Fishing brings a body peace like nothing else. And don't we ever need peace in times like these? You'd be a fool not to take
Just gonna go for some fishing now.
Around these parts.
Amazing.
Having a moment just to yourself in all this craziness, well, it's good for the soul. It's important not to lose sight of what is and isn't worth fighting for. The way I see it,
is he on a soapbox?
The problem these days all stem from the fact that most people don't stop and think.
I'm just backing
before
away.
They act. Not
That's
every problem is solved with a bullet, you know.
That's cool, buddy.
Anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
That's a cool story, bro.
If you need any gear or bait or the like, come back whenever. You hear?
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. I don't want to talk about anime. Who the heck fire is that? They don't even have a chevron over their head. Is that just another person playing the game? Did they have their own dog? This guy's just here. He's anecdotal to the game. He's not a dude. He's not scared. He's not a bad guy. He's just literally out hunting with his dog. This game, I'm telling you. And also, I love your conversation about Cake, Alexa. Oh my god, you guys are cute. I want to say chocolate milk because actually I like that cake, but I didn't know if it'd be racist or not. Come on. Wait, hold on. Milk chocolate cake? Because like I know that there's chocolate cake, but is literally milk chocolate cake a different kind of chocolate cake? I want to know because like I know you can do dark chocolate, but like legit, can you seriously all kinds of milk chocolate cake? That sounds like it'd be awesome. Can we climb down into the rope? We can. Because I'm a fan, so I like chocolates, but of different calibers, right? So, you know, you've got your dark chocolate is awesome as a savory chocolate, and then you've got your milk chocolate that's, you know, just good, fancy eaten chocolate, you know. But then there's like sugar chocolate that you don't want to have too much of, but it's really good if you just need like chocolate as a binding agent. Yeah, stuff like that. Bagged milk chocolate poutine cake. Is bagged milk like a Canadian thing? It's not exclusively Canadian, because I think Kai would go, what the hell is bagged milk? Yeah, let's mosey a little bit. Seriously, somewhere around here? No, there's just bro who's chilling. I don't see anything that looks like a stash. Maybe it's like through the scaffolding? You growl at everything. Shut up. Bro, bag milk blows people's minds here. That's amazing. You put your milk in a bag, how do you pour? No, it's awesome. It's awesome. Bagged milk is absolutely the weirdest thing, but it's also pretty cool. You get out of here.
Don't let me bleed out.
I'm gonna pick you up. Don't you worry, you cannot bleed out if you are standing.
Help! Help!
Run around. Run around. That's the best way to help. My dog is partying with the cougar. You are fine now. Was that the dude that was chilling? I don't think he's chilling anymore. I absolutely love the medics in Far Cry. I will help you stand up. Run around. Oh my god. What else are you bagging that you shouldn't be? So I looked it up because it was, I think it was just a meme that somebody had posted or whatever. But somebody was like, I can't believe that there are places that haven't heard of bagged milk. And then somebody's comment was, what the hell is bagged milk? I'm like, dude, it's the same thing as bagged water. I'm like, it's bagged water. Okay, well, we don't bag our water, but that's damn funny. Are you guys like seriously? Has nobody? Are there people in chat that have not seen bagged milk? I will literally go get a bag of milk if you've never seen bagged milk. It's not that weird, I promise you. And I've been playing too much Genshin Impact. I thought I could go up this tiny, tiny, tiny hill. But apparently I cannot. Why are there triangles just straight up in there? Are they arrows? You've never seen a bag of milk? Alright, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. And we might as well put it up on the just chatting. I'm gonna show this off because, to be honest, jugs of milk seem just crazy to me. But I'll be right back. He's gonna do it. I like the background music we get for this too. Hold on a sec. Does just show? No, hold on. This won't contain spiders, I promise. Scenes, we're gonna go all the way to the wide. You can see all the, oh, holy crap, there's Gyarados. Where is he? Way over there. There's Geary. There we go. Streamer's gone. Everybody post nudes. Or emojis. So, bagged milk, everybody. Holy crap, bagged milk. So, these bags are blue, and I don't know why, because they're not always blue. They're not always blue, but this is a milk jug. This is a milk pitcher. They are actually angled like they're right. And so, there's your milk, and there's your pitcher, and it's just like it's got a handle, and the handles are always curved. They've always got this weird little curve to it. And then you literally, hold on. You gotta bang it down. But you literally cut the top off. Like you just go, and you cut it off. So they come in a great big. And there are 3 bags to make up 4 liters. So there's the math for you right there. So yeah, it's 4 liters of milk. 4 liters of milk. And so the reason I'm this comfortable is I worked at Starbucks. You'd go through one of these. You'd go through one of these of milk. Oh, also, there's the dates. Just, oh, you guys can't even see that. Where is it? The date right there. There. Homo Pure Filter. That's my stage name. But literally, yeah, Parker's got it. 1.3, 1 1/3. What are you doing? So yeah, that's it right there. And I don't know why these ones are blue. It's just the company has blue colored milk. And then like you can't. Oh yeah, the white balance is huge on that. You cannot see. There's little fins in the bottom to make sure that there's air. So when you drop the milk in, It's so squishy. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts, because, like, at Starbucks, they'd occasionally freeze, and so you'd get, like, lumps of frozen milk come out, and it would go... It tastes fine. It tastes like milk. This is what I make my chais out of. Lumpy frozen milk. So, if it's frozen for too long, no. But we would trade our milk out so much that the way that fridges work, if the condensation gets into the fridge, it'll have a chance to freeze. So at Starbucks, the bags would actually like lightly freeze, and of course the ice floats to the top. So you'd cut the bag open, and like where I cut that, you'd cut that twice as wide for Starbucks, because you want to pour out like a latte's worth in one go. And it would literally, like, so a regular customer of mine was just having a conversation, and then he saw me pour, and I knew it was coming, and it, literally 2 great big lumps went in, and I just put it under the steamer and started steaming his milk. But like at that point, I drank a few lattes like that myself, and I'm just like, dude, seriously, it's just frozen milk. If you want, I'll remake your drink. But it was just this moment of like, what are you feeding me, right? So you guys got that unpasteurized stuff there, like that actual milk. I think we can get it. I don't know, possibly in the small section of the freezer. So yeah, fucking bagged milk, everybody. That's nuts. I'm gonna go put the stuff back in the fridge now. 1 sec. Trex, that was absolutely my goal. I was going for a slightly more disturbed than smarter. You know? So that's kind of awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to think if there's any things that are exclusively Canadian that I can show off. But bagged milk. That's the kind of thing they don't have in Western Canada, I believe. I think that it's all jugs. It's actually to the point that when you pick up a jug of milk, because jugs are really, really wide of milk. Show us the bare naked ladies, oh my god. If I could just pull them right out of my living room. But you're supposed to put the jug, like you're supposed to have a hand under the jug as you, like, there's actual protocol, because otherwise you can put out your shoulder by lifting so many jugs in a day. Especially with one hand. If I had $1 million, I could probably take the bare naked ladies out of a section of my apartment and be like, guys, play a song. And then they'd play Old Apartment instead. They're a national treasure, don't you know? Aside from all of the allegations. Show us the bare naked ladies. That's just brilliant. Alright, guys. Seriously, there's a stash here, and then there's Super Chill. Mission, find nearby stash. This is what takes all of your time, isn't it? This is literally what takes all of your time. Is looking for the things. How did my dog get all the way up here? Yeah, one of the main dudes for is a little too fond of the nose candy. Wow, that's quite the rope. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. But the other guy had a show they had to cancel because it was unsafe. But he would literally throw a dart at northern Canada and then have people drop him off there, and then he would find his way back to civilization. Then they did that a few times. And he got, like, seriously lost, I think, at one point. And he was like, that was fun! And they're like, dude, you can't do that. But he's confident in his skills. Who is this dude? And he just hangs out here. Alright, no prepper stash, guys. It even suggests, wait, 124 meters. I see there's a dot. Do I go this way? 124. Okay. I'm still learning this. Hitchhiker Diaries. Oh, if those guys see us, we gotta be really good with throwing dynamite. Whoa. Ah, okay. So it really is up in the scaffolding. Okay, cougars can take a great deal of hits before they... Oh, is he gonna screw that guy up? Yeah, the cougar took all of my ammo. This dude one-shots it.
Thank
Are you okay?
Maybe
Okay,
John's
cool.
got a big book with all our names in it, and he's
Her
coming for
shirt
us one by
is
one.
fantastic. It's a spread eagle. Drugs have never been a deal breaker with me, but I was like worried that they got hit with the Me Too stuff. No, but if you'd read the last story where he ended up getting proper stuff, like they were apparently just hanging out in a really wide windowed living room and like boat tons of drugs all over the, like it almost seems like you were hoping you're gonna get caught. Now I should point out I got a couple of buddies that, you know, they're really decent with their marijuana usage, but then I got a couple of other people that like you could just sweep up and sell like whole ounces off of their coffee tables. Now this is like back a while, but you know, like some people take really good care and some people just don't. So like, how do I even get up there? I don't think you go across like those guys did. I think maybe we were to take this, not come down into the valley. We're spending all night on this one prepper stash. We're going to be playing this game for weeks, guys. Welcome to Montana. We're just going to be loving it. Oh, damn, that's a skunk. Amazing. Do I smell fantastic now? I wonder if now wildlife will stay away from me. That's amazing. Sexual assault I will stop though. Gee. I don't do drugs outside of the fact that I used to smoke pot. However, someone doing drugs won't make me stop listening to them. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you. But like, as soon as they've got the, I won't listen to the, I'm gonna continue to be a doorknob to people, you guys can get wrecked. Oh, grapple? How do I, pull this way, okay. Are you okay, doggy? Screw rappelling, I'm just gonna go straight up. Alright, we're gonna try then just going right across this. Oh. They do take every bullet. That is nuts. My ride's still here. And that dog constantly just growls. Do you have... Oh, it's his mangy collar. I thought that he actually had like something sticking out of him. Jeez. It's the fact that hurting yourself with drugs is just that, but involving someone else in it is not something you like to support. 100%. 100%. I've known actually even a couple of relationships where like the one person can handle their things, but the other person can't, but they don't help them through it. And so it ends up turning all kinds of south. When they're just lying there with their eyes open. So, okay, 40 meters. Ah. And then a grapple stash thingy. Let's see. Should I jump and try to grapple? I was really hoping there'd be like a set of, not stairs per se. They definitely make these preppers region changed, right? Like I don't want to be in a different region, do I? Oh, jeez. You do have a parachute. Well, it's true, I do, but... I also have this person? What are you doing?
Nothing like taking someone else's junk and turning it into something useful.
Eric,
So my
what
buddy
up,
and me
you?
are sneaking around the Copperhead train yard, and we saw the cult gathering a ton of metal.
It's all about the
Sent me to
stories.
get back up, but he's still there. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid without me.
It's a cool story, bro. Gotta love that I'll yell cool story, bro, and then break both my ankles falling off a bridge. It's like, hey, I got a parachute. I didn't realize I had to hold the button. I bet you don't when it's the wingsuit. Koopa, you are not wrong. I totally have a parachute. I love that these guys are just right here. Go big and go home. It doesn't have to be a choice. Yeah, okay. I gotta get to there. I think it's trying to lead me to the... Hold on. Okay. So, it led me to there. And then, no, now it's 168 meters. Oh, guys. There, we Batman. We Batman. Oh, this is kind of alright. I did not realize it was going to be this level, though. Oh, I wasn't supposed to climb there. I'm supposed to climb here. I'm finding all of the faults, which is just great. Ooh, are falcons a thing? Ooh, tell me falcons are a thing. That's far. Next grapple point is there. Am I supposed to actually... The parachute, it does nothing. You find some of my better clips, that's great. Okay, I did not think I was going to make that. Wow. Batmaning across. Alright. Okay. I'm Batman, swinging like Spider-Man. Well... Oh, I almost went for it. My C button is not in an easy place for me to hit. It's swinging like Spider-Man kind of, but I only have the one. I don't have like two that you can swing, so it's a little more Batmanly. Batmanly? Batmanly? Ooh. This is kind of alright. Can things? My dog has no idea what I'm doing now. Is that supposed to be something? Oh, hilarious. So this is the place. And now there's boat tons of money. Blasting cap. Okay, cool. Cologne? Shit, yeah. We're doing awesome, guys. How do I get to carry more things? Because I want that. Whole supply of Campbell's soup. Get you a grilled cheese. That's right. No kidding. So yeah, like this was all right. This was fun to get here. It took quite a bit, but perk point, perk point, perk point. Oh, this is not bad. Look at all the goods. What is this? That's the recurve bow still? Okay. Throwing knife. Wow. Yeah. But I think I can hear singing even from here. Falls End, Montana. Alright, how do we leave? Is there a safe place out? Wow. There's even just like shirts here. I'm wrecking the place. I'm just wrecking the place. Because, like, I like that I'm here, but I fell in, right? The Pupper catalog. Or, calendar is just great. But, I'm ready to go home now. Do we have to fast travel out of here? Like, that's what I fell through. There it is. Wait, really? That doesn't seem right. I don't think I can take this thing. He's gonna punch all the walls. But like, that doesn't look like a way out, like a safe way out? And my dog is just down there. He just swims. And I'm worried that those are fish that we don't want to meet. Oh, hold on. That's... Oh, I took the recurve bow because I thought that I was actually going to... Okay, developers, try not to repurpose too many buttons. I saw the icon and thought I should hold E, and now my rifle is somewhere down there. Well, I guess we really like the recurve bow. We'll take it for now. Nice! I actually hit that cougar. Oh, and then somebody's gonna die if I gotta get up there. Multitasking. No. I ran right over her instead. I think having to hold the button, I wasn't gonna be able to save her. I got this magic pickup. It's fantastic. Well, this took like an hour of our night, and now I have the wrong weapon, and there's no way I'm gonna survive if I get attacked by something big out here. Like, legit, we're probably proper screwed. If that's better than a skunk right there, we're like proper screwed. Good guys or bad guys? Alright, so far it's not bad. Might be one of the only things that kills cougars. I could fast travel. I know, I do a lot of, like, terribly organic things in this game. Okay, cool. Good to know the 50 cal is treated like a 50 cal. Although, I can swing this thing around like it doesn't weigh anything. There are currently an okay number of animals out here. It makes a zing noise as it turns, which is really, really nice. Alright, guys, where are we after? You like bows? Pretty, pretty bows? Somewhere around here, I was hoping I could just quick find a rifle we can maybe... Yeah, trade. There we go. Where are we off to? We were going to be going and talking to Willis. We're probably going to pass through Garden View Cider Works on the way. Because that's way out of the way. Chiba's with this. This is the gun. Can I use the thing? Use the mounted gun. There. Now that I've used the mounted gun, do I have all the regular guns that I wanted? I got a little sidetracked, yeah. Well, okay, if you notice, it's 2,000 meters away, so you have to get sidetracked. There's no way I can just gun right for it. And also, it's ever so slightly closer than the actual first mission. But there's also this. The number of things that are attacking us wildlife-wise is kind of over the top. So we're heading towards the white star. And looking for a vehicle, to be honest. But we're also just running through the wilderness of Montana. You know. It's what you do when you're hoping to get stalked by bears and stuff. Coyotes. I think if we just hoof it, we don't have a stamina bar, we're just badass. And then if I jump, can I hold? No, can't do a parachute down the hill. You can lose a bunch of health trying it, though. I don't get sidetracked. Are you kidding me? Seriously, I want to play Breath of the Wild just because it's so on brand for the sidetrackiness, the derpy gameplay that I provide. The things like that. Well, I got the bad guys too. Points. I got a couple points. And fire. And lots of fire. Like tons of fire. I'm so sorry, yo. You wave at me? Ooh, wait a minute. Can we get him anyway? Wow. Oh, you have to hold the button. Okay. Wow. Oh, there's another one of those stations. This is amazing. Bunny Bun! What is going on? This thing's really hard to steer. Hold on, I have to... Oh, I can't do that. I have to move my mouse a lot to do that. How are you doing? You accidentally killed innocent people and the bad guys who were oppressing them. Bad guys? Bad guys? Are these guys being oppressed? This thing is awesome. Is he innocent? He's a good guy, isn't he? That's a good guy. That's what the good guys look like. Right around here. How do I make sure... How do we make sure we get them? They gotta stop, don't they? That was amazing. With the crescendo of music and everything. That was very well done. I'm so sorry. Did we kill people we shouldn't again? Oh, okay, here we go. Woo! Not alive anymore. Everyone's a bad guy. They're just all bad guys. Every last 11 one of them. Just got done taking biostats for livestock and ag. Whoa, nice. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Animals take all of your ammo. We got that guy. This game doesn't stop. This is just the best. Oh, and war crimes. He's a good guy, isn't he? Oh, Far Cry brings out the warmonger in me, and it's just terrible. So go, hold on a sec. Biostats for livestock and ag. Gotcha. I know. So there's a town near me that has the biggest agriculture college in the province. So it's huge. I'm gonna play a few Among Us rounds before start studying for environmental physiology. That sounds lit. That sounds lit. Bunny Bun, you rock that nonsense. That sounds fantastic. That's the most edge clip you've seen all day. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe edit that one down and we'll put flair on it. That's gonna look great. Bad guys? No, he's a sinner. He's fine. We can loot this thing even though I... Whoa. Can I take that? I don't want to repair it. I want to take that. There. Supplies, mother... Done. Where do these guys keep coming from anyway? There's a lot of them. Like, this place is still on fire. Oh, man. Perks on being a grad student and going for your master's in animal science. Holy yes. Bunny Bun, do it to it. That sounds fantastic. Everything is just broken. We've ruined everything. We've ruined everything. Wait, is there more bad people? Oh, cougars, never mind. Jeez. I needs more ammo. Whoa, my dog wants to definitely push the barrels around. That's best. You good? You a sinner? You keep going, buddy. Stay off my dog. Jeez. No one will expect an edge popping out. It's honestly one of my favorite things. We just stock up on grenades, Molotovs. Oh, there's a dude in the back. We're gonna go save him now. Hold on.
They were gonna kill me. Thank you so much.
It's okay, man. I'm probably gonna kill you.
I know her. I know she won't back down. But I also know that John loves a challenge.
Challenge accepted. If he wants to ride shotgun with me, I bet you he's gonna have the worst day of his life. Nothing like stopping a truck that has a civilian inside with a grenade to save the dude and have him go, dude, you're the best. This game lacks spreadable fire so far. Trex, were you not here that? So we burned almost an entire orchard down. I don't even mind maybe showing it off if I can. We happen to have Molotovs. So like... I threw 2 Molotovs earlier, and we lost, like, almost the whole place. Oh, cool. Cremation. We don't have to worry about it. So, and that fire has been going for probably 20 minutes. But, like, 1 Molotov. And we didn't get any treetops. We didn't get any treetops. Can I make more of those? There is a way, right? There's a... Craft. Oh, there we go. Craft. Cool. So, like, the fire's not too bad. That didn't do too terribly. If we had a couple of things blow up, that'd be the end of her. Like, I bet you if I hit that, boom, that's the end of it. Yeah, my Fire Cry series is kind of hilarious, and I really enjoy that this game starts off nice. What are you growling at? Why is that bumper pissing you off? This dog, it's just stressful. If they want to put little chevrons over every single one of the people I have to kill, that is the best. You okay?
I got stopped by a cultist driving down my own street. They're playing state trooper make-believe.
Done and done. Does he have any loot? Somebody unimpressed? What? I'm the only one that doesn't know there's danger here. Smokey would be so proud. Only who can prevent forest fires? That's legit my favorite Simpsons scene ever. We're just leaving. Is that a fuel truck? I was trying for more than that. Do I give up or do I cling to life? Wait, which one's control? Oh, do I have to spam control? My dog come to my... My dog's on fire. He's gonna stop, drop, and roll. There we go. We got him back, guys. We got him back. Oh, Sinner, back up. Sinner, just back right on up. Both of y'all. Just backing right on up. We got a we've got a fire situation out here. So that was okay. Even my dog caught fire there. We're doing all right. Whoa, whoa, out of the way. I don't expect these guys to be greatest drivers. We will take Smokey's truck. Oh, we will not take Smokey's truck. Balls. We will take this truck. Yeah, this is very good fire. This is very good fire. Oh, and hold on. Radio off. We are in the right direction. Let's go see some Willis. Oh, this drive's a little nicer. Try to clip them as you go by. Nice. The physics in this game is decent. I like that when I hit that, my car was suddenly on its, like, off to the side. Is it right to assume my dog is immortal? To a degree? Like companion immortal? Like the usual game companion immortal? Like I could run over him with my car kind of a thing. Ah. Okay. I felt like we had a bit further to travel. That's not bad. Done.
Freedom of speech covers whatever you post online, sir.
Oh, where's your radio? Where's your radio? I kind of want to punch your radio. Is it here? Is it in your truck? It's in your truck, isn't it? Oh, I can I turn it down while I'm in here? Lean out. Oh, come on. Switch seats. Switch seats. Switch seats. I can't actually change the station until I'm in the driver's side. Really? Can I blow up his? There's no way I have the license to be playing the Star Spangled Banner. I need your truck to stop. There. It stopped your radio, buddy.
I hope you're ready to serve your country.
Is this is Willis, isn't it? This is Willis from all the games. This is actually goddamned Willis. In this game, can I kill him?
Decent gun safety classes, deputy.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Help each other out. I know who you are, deputy, and I know what. Shoot the animal!
Oh, I'm throwing knives at it. Wow. That is a big animal. That is a big animal, Willis. Where are we at now? Also, I can't make grenades, can I? And I've already thrown all of my dynamite. And not enough components to make other throwables. Anyway, Willis, what were you saying?
Come here, deputy. And we're back.
Speaking of friggin' distractions.
My name is Special Agent Willis Huntley. The man in charge has been monitoring Eden's Gate for some time. I've been sent by the highest authority to handle it.
Willis.
The prepubescent eggheads at Langley tell me this is a sharing economy now. And before we help you, you need to do something for us. So just like a fine Turkish sauna, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
This guy.
Pardon my French.
This guy. I hope he's in Far Cry 6, but he's a young dude. I hope you get to meet, like, Willis's dad.
In ascending order of patriotism when I got a call. The call. I've been sent here on a special mission from the big man himself. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Just saying that gets me semi-erect. Pardon my French. I need to recover a tape that, if released, could make him look bad to the public. I tracked it here to a member of Joseph's happy family. He stashed it somewhere. And that's where you come in. I'm gonna lure out our man. Then you're gonna follow him back to his hidey hole and get the tape back for me. Do this for your country, and your country will solve your little cult problem for you.
I'm sure that's not even remotely true, Willis, but thank you. You've been instrumental in the previous titles.
I've crossed paths with doomsday cults before. This one's the most prepared when it comes to firearms and fashion.
What, you thought the karate soldiers were not quite the same level of? I don't know. I think the Royal Army was pretty damn badass, you. Just saying. You're on the fence, Koopa? Yeah, I agree with Trex, though, that, like, they've put a lot of money into this one. They're definitely going to put a lot of money into that one.
I need access to the equipment in this tower. Get rid of all these doomsday hippies for me.
Now, can I stealth them? Will my dog be able to help?
It'd be a fine day if it weren't for the cult infestation.
Okay. And see me just like throw that and it landed like way in the bush. That was amazing. You'll pick it up on sale? Yeah. Distraction. Is he having a smoke? It looked like he was just way over there having an alright time. Oh, my dog's up there wrecking it.
Now meet me in that tower.
That's beautiful. Dog's up top doing all the business. Now someone had a sniper rifle. I saw that. I will trade. Oh, not a sniper rifle per se. Just a scoped, very, very well-made rifle of sorts. Okay, that's not bad. Considering how beefy Cyberpunk is going to be at over, 179 hours of content. Balls deep in that for a hot minute. Well, and when you're playing, you can't play too many high-caliber games in a row. So, haven't played Far Cry since Primal, plus the setting on the interest... Plus, the setting is on interest to me in a big way, so I'm thinking about getting it ASAP. Ubi games sell, go on sale so fast. I kind of, yeah, like that's partly why we're playing Far Cry, is that they went on ridiculous sales too many times, if you will. And the 179 was from quality assurance person doing stealth and picking and testing everything. Well, and so, Trex, you're absolutely right, but if you're looking at it from like an Ataris style take, where you're literally going to 100% the game, that 179 will definitely be a good number, but I'm with you. I remember when they gave, what was it, Final Fantasy VII had like 70, 80 hours in it, and it was close to that for me. And I played that game solidly through twice. And I did 74 hours and then like 80 something when I did like a full playthrough. You know, that sort of thing. But yeah, so if it has as much distraction as like a game like this has, versus if it's much more linear. Actually, I wanted to be up there because we're going to the place to meet Willis. Is that in here? Nice. Firewatch style. You.
Attention, comrade. The bed has been wet. Repeat, the bed has been wet.
Who is this? How did you get on this frequency?
I don't have time to explain, but your bunker is compromised.
The bed
you
is
need
wet.
to move fast.
Damn it. I'm at the boy's house. Send me a chopper and I'll take care of it.
It's
Send
tailing
me a
time,
chopper?
deputy. Follow that chopper to Boyd's house. Let the target get in, and they'll lead you down the yellow brick road.
Amazing.
Remember,
As ironic as this may sound, this is not a wet works mission. Surveillance only.
Do not
engage the target unless instructed. There's the chopper right on time. If you got a wingsuit, you can jump off the tower and follow it down. Otherwise, I spotted an ATV that'll get the job done. Now get going.
Cool. Another prepper's note. So wait, where's my chopper? Okay.
Go, deputy. Follow him.
Chopper's getting away because I wanted to get the prepper thingy. Will this really do the job though, buddy? I'm on my head. There's a bear going after my dog. A lot of explosions happening behind me. He's not going fast considering he's in a chopper.
All right, let our man get into the chopper. Remember, we still need to find where he's hiding the tape. Any idiot with a stick can pull off wet works. Espionage is what separates us from the animals.
Alright, let's just get out of that thing because, wow, that was weird. We have to let him get into the chopper? Okay. Try not to hit the ramp.
Our target was a hotel worker. Got a little too nosy with a visitor's private time in a luxury suite, and he came back to bite him in the rear. Pardon my French.
Pardon my French.
Wriggled his way into the U.S. of A., and wouldn't you know it, Joseph found him and offered him sanctuary. I'm not letting that bearded kumbaya nutcase have any leverage over the big boss.
Whoa. Ooh, okay, this was a pretty crazy mish. So far, that's not too bad. I think Cyberpunk is going to be on 60 max at main story. That's, yeah, no, base Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is something, is that hype, guys? Is that something we should throw on? Because it's good story as well. Won't do too many of the side mish, just like what we do with Far Cry, but like, you know. If they've said it's true, could be shorter by a solid amount. So like main, like hard story, you know, that kind of thing. Witcher 3 is a banger for sure. 2 is good if you don't mind inventory min-maxing. Maybe. I don't mind RPGs that often unless they have character creation. So like Skyrim style. From Square before 2004, there's a good chance I played the ever-loving crap out of it. I'm with you on that, Koopa. I played a lot of the older Final Fantasies. I didn't play too many of the new ones. I'd love to watch you play Witcher. It could take that like for like a year. So like, I remember a couple of people doing it and being like, should I do the side mission things on stream or do the side mission things and then with that gear do the... And it just seemed like it was such a huge game, but we're playing other huge games. So for the most part, I'm trying not to pass him. And we're going a little...
Deputy, now it's time for the stick. When he lands, clear the area. We're looking for a hard copy, likely an old VHS tape. I'm on my way to you now. Have it ready for me.
I can't really see him. Oh, there he goes. Okay, hold on. I do have a couple of these. That's a big bomb. I saw that coming. Oh, my dog is dying. Get up. Healing touch. Oh. Oh. We just talked about that. Yeah, it is. That guy's taking a lot of hits. Press V, you can change your fire rate? Seriously? Oh, that's all right. Okay. Just had to show up and punch that guy. A great deal punch that guy. I was really tired of that. That explosion was awesome. Like the story of The Witcher, but didn't like the combat at all, which made it hard to continue through the tracks. I am with you on that. I was having a rough go with it, but I thought maybe if I played a ton of it. So I actually own it on both GOG and Steam, and I could not, but I'm thinking that I haven't played a story game I wasn't playing story games back then, so you know. Remind you of Mario Odyssey? That's why I liked it. Just wasn't good at it. I don't think I played Odyssey. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? So that change of fire thing is pretty good. That's pretty good, though. Didn't play it long enough to master the complexity. We've talked about this a couple of times on stream. I missed out on a lot of Nintendo stuff because they took Final Fantasy over to PlayStation. Whoa. This loot box has people in it. Not living people. Wow. The bunkers are insane. Can someone tell me, is this common in Montana? That just a thing? Wow, what a bathroom. Bought that game 3 times just because I liked the story and thought I could get used to the combat, and did not happen. That's just super sucks. I hate when I'm really, really trying to get into something because I know that it's supposed to be lit. I think it's a little bit... I'm going to flip this upside down. I think there's condensation building up in my new spider's house. There we go. Just goofing. Sorry for the Mario confusion. I kind of love that you'd throw that in there, though. 64 I have nostalgia for because you love that system since I found it in the trash as a child. Holy crap, Koopa. That's a maze. Is there something? I thought I saw E to pick up. No? Okay. Same thing happened. Determined to get it one day, but knowing you'll get past White Orchard and just stop. Yeah, I even got the story super confused. I remember mentioning, I don't even know what it is right now, but I mentioned a detail to my wife, and my wife was like, no, that didn't happen. This happened. And I went, seriously? And she's like, yeah, that happens in the first part of the game. I'm like, oh. I was talking about it because I was playing it on Steam. And I was just like, oh yeah, and then this is going to happen, isn't it? And she's like, no, that's not what happens. I think I really want to keep this weapon for now. I sort of love having something with a scope. That's very Far Cry to me. And 1224 is it? Holy guys, how did we spend so much time doing the same thing? I mean, we finally got the loot box, don't get me wrong. That was kind of amazing. All right, Willis. What are we doing?
Great job. Bring it here.
Justin Timberlake has changed in the years, hasn't he? Hold on. Ugh. Then they made him play Gwent standalone, and I didn't have a reason to continue. Okay, so did you guys actually play Gwent in the game? I'm not. You guys are card players, right? You guys enjoy Heroes of the Storm et al. I've never really been a card game person, so, but like seriously, Parker, it was the jam. They monetized the hell out of it for a good reason. Imagine playing Gwent instead of the Digimon game. That's awesome. That's okay. You treated Witcher like Yu-Gi-Oh. That's kind of amazing. That's kind of amazing. You get like legendary cards and stuff, and you get like offers to join the like really weird back room of the variety store. Like you go through the curtain and you can play Gwent with like the really top dog people, and if you lose, they take a finger. That kind of Gwent. Cause I've never played Magic. I've never played any of the good games way back in the day, and then I tried Hearthstone. I said Heroes of the Storm, didn't I? I tried Hearthstone. I enjoyed it for a little bit, but it felt like you had to play it a lot to like it. Otherwise, you could get stormed. Arena streams were my favorite of Parker's. Arena? I don't know if I know Arena. Is that the... I don't know if I know it. But yeah, so when I'm playing Witcher, and I'm like, there's a card game in Witcher. There's a game inside game. Oh, Magic the Gathering Arena. Okay. Can never beat Kaiba, though. That dude summons 3 blue eyes in 1 turn, and Gwent deck was bamboozled. I had a buddy, an IRL buddy, that played a lot of Hearthstone. And then he took a break for a decent amount of time right when the game was starting to get a little, not stale or dry, but they needed new content. And they hadn't put in too many of the expansions just yet. And so they just released a ton of content while he wasn't playing, and he went to come back and it was overwhelming. Just, you know, it sort of felt like you had to climb the harder path to get to the place that other people were currently. And that's gonna be the case regardless. That's not a card thing, but like, yeah, I wanted to try enjoying, but I need something that's basically simple, like Hearthstone vanilla, right? Like Trek's Hearthstone over monetized previous to its monetization, previous to when it was just like, yeah, we're gonna have like, you know, people are gonna play our game. So you take a break from Hearthstone and it breaks you. It's rough to come back to. Like, it's a hard climb. Like, you guys released 30 decks that I don't have any cards that can match one card in that deck. Like, the cards that are all like glittery and stuff because you got them from BlizzCon or whatever, and my buddy's playing against people that it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna play this card to win. You know, and so you just sort of feel, you know, Arena might be a good place then, starting point for the game. Well, that's not bad, that's not bad. I remember in high school, it was considered the top dollar geekdom to be a Magic the Gathering player. And you didn't, you let your own group know. So like, I knew a couple of people that played. They tried to get me into it, but like I said, it's not normally, but it was like a huge thing because that was the early 90s, and card games, like, geeks were not cool back in my day. So geeks are, at least, they've got some clout now, but Arena's super newbie friendly. That's kind of cool. That's cool to know.
Sorry, kid. I've got bigger fish to fry, and this little bearded uprising is suddenly below my pay grade. The American way used to mean a deal was a deal, but we live in a new America now. I know you're wishing for a handout, but that's just how it is. Reminds me of something my grandmother used to say.
You help Willis, and he says, "Yeah, we'll see ya."
Shit in the other, and see which one fills up first.
Oh,
I miss her. See you around, kid.
Shit, one hand. Oh, Willis, you're amazing. You're amazing. Oh, and the camo skin unlocked for a gun. And this person has loot. Oh. Whoa. That dog pegged right onto his face. The physics in this game, I'm telling you. I went for one loot box and I ended up with two. Are you spooked, Willis? What is going on? Willis is normally a hard ass. What is going on with Willis today? Buddy, he's squirrely. Holy. Being top geek is like being the last guy in the gangbang. Don't have to spend a lot of money on Arena, have fun too. That is awesome. Personally, I'm liking that Genshin is like that. But Dauntless, even though I didn't spend money on it, constantly was like, you could spend money on this. Just so you know, you could spend money on this. If you had the money, you could be spending it right now. Access pass. So I like the... I was really hoping that he would just stop right in my sights. Wait, I rescued a civilian? He was by himself. I'll never understand. That's just cray. At this point, we're trying to find a way so we can stop and chat with my chat. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? We took this a while ago. We even burned it. What do you... Jeez. Guys, my loot boxes are coming for me. Well, by now, I probably need some of this ammo, too. I'm now just, like, scoping the area. Give us a little bit of a wide berth so we can... Okay, we're going into this little hut, and we're just gonna sit. Unbelievable. Playing Among Us, there's a good game for you. That is awesome. If you got a nice crew especially, just play that all night. Jeez. Yeah, sus indeed. So just getting into Legend of Runeterra, if you're new into card games and want to test the waters. Whoa, okay. Runeterra is semi-familiar. So Well, actually, I'm gonna check out how to pause because we might as well chat a little bit about some good stuff. So it did it again. It just goes, boom. Like, how do I know it's saved? And it's like, by the way, your progress will be lost. Anyway, just so you know, you might get screwed. The reason I wanted to even mention the ideas is that my boy is eventually going to be looking to play games. There's no way he's not, because his mom and his dad both do. So we need to, you know, kind of find what kind of games my boy kind of wants to play. So we're figuring like Sims, building games like Minecraft, but also like Euro Truck or farming sims would be just absolutely amazing. Kid loves his Genshin Impact. And I will point out that for a 3-year-old, the Lego game's absolutely useless. The problem with 3-year-olds and video games, because you're not really supposed to give them lots of it in a day anyway, but kids need to be able to point at something and say, do something with that. Like, my kid likes to say, as soon as he sees water, swim in the water. As soon as he sees a house, go in the house. As soon as you're in the house, go outside. Like, he's always looking to direct me somewhere because he likes the power of being able to tell me what to do. So, Genshin, flawless for young kids. For like 3, 4, 5-year-olds that are just impulsive, that level of just like, I need to see the thing because I ask him who gets to run around in our party together. Which is so cool. He feels like that he's part of it. He's like, oh, okay, hold on a second. He looks over my party, you know, and he's picking by color, but whatever. And we always take Zhangling because she's got the bear. You know, World of Warcraft or Diablo 2 start him young, right? This is Dark Souls. He gets the first Dark Souls. He doesn't get the sequels. So like it's interesting, but there's no way he can handle a combat of Genshin. But Minecraft is too slow for him. Like it takes forever to build a house for him to just tell you to go in it and then leave again. And then swimming in Minecraft can, you know, that's hit or miss. So card games is kind of a neat idea. I think that he could probably wrap his head around it once he's got a little bit more of the mathing of it. I think that's not too bad. He loves counting right now, so why not? So like, yeah, you got to find out what your kid might be after. But the Lego games they're semi-linear, but they're also all over the place. So we've got the Grand Theft Auto looking one, and there's just too much to do. Far too much to do. Hey kid, welcome to Sekiro. Try hitting me for the rest of your life. No kidding. So you have to press these 17 buttons in the right order or you are screwed. Legends is super beginner friendly. That is cool. That is cool. Guys, this is awesome. Edge hosted Among Us night. So, like, I think it could be kind of fun to do a Discord Among Us. Get at least 6 people. Get at least 6 people together. And then that way, if you have to pull people from the lobby, that's just fun trolling. And then that way you can have your fun regardless. So, or get them to play Among Us. Teach them that. Young, you can't trust anyone. That's just it. And Battletoads is tough, Koopa. I grew up on Pong, but Battletoads was tough. I have one, Edge, the Discord, yours that I made. Oh. What do you have? Sorry, I missed. Oh, yeah. You've got Among Us running in your Discord. Dick-a-doo. Bedtime for me. One more day of work. See ya, everyone. Thanks for the chitty chats. Trex, thank you for getting that little gift right beside your name. Right there. I'm pinching it. It looks gorgeous, good sir. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being an amazing presence. I cherish. You are amazing, dude. You're amazing. Thank you. All you folk are amazing. Look at you guys coming on in here and chatting it up with me and being like, hey, let's do cool stuff. Right. Checking out some Harris Heller. Honestly, played Super Mario 1 and 3 as your first games when you were around 3. Dude, yeah. He's, we've got the Steam controller that he plays with because it doesn't have any batteries in it right now and he can just futz with it. But he's getting used to the feel. He likes to just pick it up and push the buttons. But he cannot handle mouse and keyboard just yet, so playing up the salt. Yeah. Dude, look at that 2. That 2 looks gorgeous. That 2 looks flawless right beside your flag. I did see a video where a dude mapped 2 keys, then put cardboard on top of the keys and mapped them so that his dog could play Minecraft. He got his dog playing it. It was just great. 2D games probably would be really good because that's wrapping his head around the 3D space is going to be a bit much. So something 2D wouldn't be too, like Mega Man, Mario, that sort of thing. One of these days, I'm going to make sure I can have the Switch hooked up to the TV, and I'm going to play some Mario 3. Did you guys see the tweet? I've got the Mario 3 playset on the fridge. Hold on a sec. I'm actually going to go run quick and grab it. I won't even mute. Give me just a quick sec. Your streamer gone is just amazing. You get a little bit of the chair, but it's not full size Secret Lab kind of chair. It's not full size, you know. Butts. All right. It's gonna be hard to show this off with all those butts. Newbie, we actually have a lot of switches. we won't talk about the number of switches in my house right now. But yeah, my wife actually has we call it a Switch Pro. I love that your Bulba roll just got stomped on by my, so Mario. And he's got the magnet on the back. So it's mini perlered Mario. So he gets to play with that and SMB3's. I love the style of that, but we've also, of course, you have to have the raccoon. You gotta have the raccoon. So we've got the whole play set. So he actually plays with these on the fridge. And so I wouldn't mind if he could get an opportunity to see what a bob-omb does. So he could see what a thwomp does. Actually, I don't think there's a thwomp there. But we've got the World of Perler. This is my actual coaster, right? It's corked back and everything. But there's my actual... is this the one? Yeah. This is why we don't let my boy have it. He bites them. Anyway. But yeah, he gets to play with the cute little mini Perler, which these are now officially super rare. They do not make mini Perlers in individual colors anymore. You can buy the box that has 10,000 assorted. And you got to sort the damn things yourself. You may be biased to Mario stuff. I can believe it, Koopa. This guy's just amazing. I love it. We've even got all the accessories. We've got the leaf that turns him in. We've got the mushrooms, all the stuff. So it's really cool. He gets an opportunity to see that. So I want to actually play. What happened to my music? Oh, there it goes. Oh, jeez. When my music stops, I think my network died and I'm not live anymore. Just like, Pretzel Rocks, don't die on me. But because he's got the playset to play with, I want to actually play real Mario in front of him, and then maybe he'll understand a little tiny bit more as well. Get him playing with the actual controller, see if he can run around. We'd have to find a really forgiving platformer. I was honestly thinking Bubble Bobble would be amazing. Bubble Bobble would be... It was one of the first non-violent platformers that was put out there. And versus Kirby, which is, you know, Bubble Bobble with violence. SMB3. You prefer the GBA remake? Really? Really? So, like, if you remember the Wizard, that really freaky, weird, but 90s movie, 80s movie. Use resistance of Frank. You trying to ping on my side, man? I love it. I love it. Is my network working? But that movie, The Wizard, way back in the day, was what brought out Super Mario 3. They like leaked the game with the trailer of that movie. So I grew up loving that end of it. Oh, I just noticed Mario is missing part of his mustache. You see that? It's like actually kind of coming right off there. Shoot. He needs to be put up somewhere. We'll put him somewhere where he can... It's really tough. These little ones right there. Ugh. Gotta make sure they don't come off. Mini Perlers were just nuts. But yeah, so I'm thinking that since Super Mario 3 had such a big thing when I was a kid, it'd be kind of fun to introduce him to it. And then get him into something that's maybe a little easier for him to enjoy. SMB3 GBA! That's why you prefer. The case of the missing mustache. Yes, indeed, guys. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So guys, tomorrow night, I have no idea what we're going to play. I've been unsure about what we want to do on Wednesdays for a little while. Originally, it was going to be, let's just play something random and weird. But I've been enjoying the chat half of things, and Darkwood, Far Cry, BioShock, all of these games, they take up a decent amount of chat time. Like, I don't get to interact as much because I'm driving up a hill, or I'm trying not to die from the night, or whatever. So, like, I might just... Would you guys be cool with me playing Genshin? Oh, Outer Wilds. Dude, maybe. I'm worried, though, Outer Wilds has stories. Outer Wilds gonna be better because I know it's a trial and error game. Do you think it's an okay... Because, like, I would run around, I would just farm crap in Genshin and explore lands and chat with you guys. I think that would probably, you know, we could have a lot more AMA. I could go run, get more bagged milk or other Canadian ridiculous things. You know, that sort of goodness. Genshin would be chill. I think Genshin could be a chill game. I play it a decent amount of my off time because my boy doesn't mind it. And I'm playing it in the off time so that I can just occasionally, when I don't really know what to play, I have a backup game. Genshin, guys. Okay, so then maybe tomorrow night we rock some Breath of the Waifus. We rock some of that goodness. We get to see some of the people. I'm a while away from opening another Wish, so we'll see. But yeah, okay, we might do a nice chill, hanging out, playing some Genshin tomorrow. Apparently people liking the Genshin. I love how big that is here, but then it's all just emotes up here. Look at the spam. Look at the spam. Butts. Breaking out the butts. I might have to hit better Twitch TV and see if we have any animated butts. We might have to bring out some butts. Bubble roll. Oop. And I oop. So who do we have for what we can jump in and say, hey, let's raid someone? We got a couple of folk. Shadosha's playing. What is oh shit? Break out the cat jam. I really do. Cat jam is my it's my status in Discord right now. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but cat jam. Yeah. When I found cat jam, I seriously thought that it was old. I was like, this looks like it's like 4chan back in the day kind of thing, and it seems relatively new now that I've seen so much use of it. Cat jam is amazing. So yeah, we're gonna have to try to see if we can find cat jam. We'll have to try to find cat jam. I've stolen a bunch of emotes, and I'm glad that I've got them all over Discord. Discord's emotes? Oh, I'm addicted to Discord emotes. I even have Nitro Classic because I just love their emotes. Don't care about the uploads. Don't care about all the other perks of Nitro. I really like all the emotes. Cat Jam is just too funny. Okay, so do we want to raid somebody playing Minecraft? Somebody playing a game called Oh Shit? Somebody playing Dark Souls? Or somebody playing Among Us? Instead of the names of the people, I'll give you guys some titles. So we got Minecraft, Oh Shit, I don't even know what that is. Dark Souls, because that's crazy. Among Us. There's a couple of people. You know who's streaming Minecraft. I know you know who's streaming Minecraft. What do you got? So I gotta say Minecraft with brown bricks. Yeah, we've got some Among Us out there. We got some hype folk though too. So like, this is cool. This is cool. We get to jump in and say hi. Among Us is fun. So like, let's bring some hype up to Among Us. We're gonna go jump in on Coco Joe Bro. We raided Tiny Tato fairly recently, twice in fact, fairly recently. So I think as long as he's not leaving, we can go jump in on Coco. Because Coco's awesome. I like Coco. Coco's good people. And I feel like that Tato is actually going to be somebody that we get to pick semi-frequently. If Tiny comes up more often, I think we're going to get to raid her all the time. Yeah, it was a through line for it. Yeah, Among Us. Yeah, so it looks like he's doing a good job with his chat right now. He's having a, let's see, what are they doing? I think they're doing a community thing to pick emotes. I just like surprising Tato. She's so sweet. Tato's awesome. I really like Tato. She seems like good folk. So I like that. I'm building quite the crew of nighttime raiders. It's actually neat that we anymore have an okay number of people to raid, which I think is really cool. So tomorrow, guys, we'll do a chill-ass Genshin stream. We'll listen to some, well, probably in-game music. We might listen to this music. We might kill in-game and listen to this stuff. And we'll just run around Tivat and friggin' take a look. Find out what's going on. Let's bring some hype, some awesome, out to Coco. Coco's awesomely positive, good person. Bring you some good vibes, nice and chill. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again. We're bringing some cat jam in here for sure. Have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Thank you again.